Let me talk to you today about why I drive crap. I've had nicer vehicles in the past. It seems you have a really nice car, there's going to be somebody that's jealous of it. And it'll get keyed, it'll get dented. Nobody really cares about your car in a parking lot. Even if you park well away from anybody, somebody will end up parking right next to you. That's just human nature. I don't really like worrying about it, dealing with it. As far as new cars go, the prices of new cars is insane. Even a little Maverick pickup truck for close to 40 grand. No, no, I'll ride my little Ranger until it breaks in half. This right here, almost 300,000 miles on it, runs like a watch. I had just driven it down towards Philly. The restaurant was closed for paving. So we ended up going to Westchester and having lunch in Westchester, driving home. Other than the fact that the car didn't have air conditioning or cruise control, which didn't really matter either one, it just ran down the road. I don't really understand seven, eight, $900 a month payments. Like if you have any sort of hiccup, you're done. It's always best to have a payment that even if everything goes wrong, you can still make it, or have it to the point where it's close enough to pay it off that when things go wrong, you can just put the money in. You should not be car poor and struggling because of the vehicle that you drive. Interest rates right now, I was looking at the local credit union. For a new car, I think they're 5.6% interest, which is crazy. 7-year, 8-year car loan. You will be upside down in it forever. If you want to get out of it or it breaks, if you wreck it, good luck on the insurance company covering that overage. It's tough, and I don't really understand it. Interest rates or just the price of cars. When I bought the Subaru Crosstrek for my wife, the Subaru Crosstrek, I ended up paying $21,000 for it, which it was a year old. It had 19,000 miles on it, not a big deal. Bought the car used, went to my local bank. The local bank told me, your interest rate is something around 4%, 4.5%, which today's world, that's great. But then this is a bank that I've been dealing with for decades. And I wasn't happy about it, but just for ease, would have done it. And it was always, we just need this bit of information, this bit of information, this bit of information, and always on a Friday. So get them the information, get it in there, then it was something else. And they dragged their feet on that loan for probably a good 2 months. When it was finally time to sign for the loan, the percentage rate went from 4 to over 6. And they said, well, interest rates went up. I said, well, that doesn't mean anything to me because you were the guys that were dragging your feet. I'm not paying more because you didn't do your job. So I was not real happy about that. Tore the contract up, ended up coming to the local credit union. Local credit union said, okay, we'll do it. Signed the paperwork there. I think that one was for like 3.5%. The cost for that for a 5-year loan was $374 every month. I just threw $400 at it just every month. So that extra, $15, $16, you would be amazed at how much that will take off of the end of your loan, just paying that little extra every month to it. What's $15 a month? If everything just goes away, what do you do? So I had a change in my job status. Luckily enough, I had enough and paid the car off. It's mine. As far as these, that's my wife's in something decent and new, or newer, and then I have this. I have the truck. I have the Impala. So any of those, basically the scrap value for them is more than enough for me to get out of the car what I need. What exactly did I lose? This one, I traded for the van. I've had it for quite a few years now. And even so, if you went to buy this, what's a high price for this? 2 grand, 25, 3, that's crazy money for this. If you paid that for this, well, then what happens? You know, most payments now, I think they said the average car payment is over $700 a month. So 3 months worth of payments, this should be paid for, even if you paid crazy money for it. I think when I traded it for the van, I don't think we valued it anything like that. As far as the Impala was free. Previous owner just didn't want to deal with it anymore. At that, even if I drive it out to the scrapyard, it's going to be about 500 bucks, maybe. Even if you just give it away, what did you lose? So that car's also been going for 20, 21, 22, and it still runs, drives. It's got its quirks. But I like driving cars like that. Like if we're going for a family trip and going distance, I like driving a car like that for the simple reason that if something happens, I don't have to care. I don't have to worry about trying to fight with the insurance company, which that's another thing for driving a car like this. If you have a car with a payment on it, well, you get to have full coverage insurance to cover the insurance company. A car like this, no payment, liability only, just fine, because 9 times out of 10, the car isn't worth what the deductible is. So what do you care? I don't understand the high car payments. I don't understand the need for people to buy the newest Mercedes Benz, or you could get an old car and make it perform. There's no real reason to go and spend $100,000 for a pickup truck or a Hellcat. Who are you trying to impress? Even if you are trying to impress them, the question is why? I don't need anybody's approval for the car I drive. I can speak for myself. I don't need my car to do it. That's just the way I think. What I'm driving at the time does not define who I am. There's cars that I like, and then there's, I like having something that, it's a little black Honda. It's a stick. Makes me feel something, but anything happens to it, I can just kind of shake my head, wash it off, or knock the dent out, not really care. If you have something that you're making payments on or you spend $100,000 for, that ends up becoming a problem. Now, if you have a business, you need it for a write-off, I get it. But to go back and forth to work, little Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, something that just is going to last forever. Honda Civic, 300,000 miles on it. There it is. So what more do I need? Same thing with my truck. I don't need much, and when it broke, well, lucky me, I was within the mileage for AAA, so I just had them tow it home, ordered the parts, and fixed it myself in the driveway. And let you know right now, I am a horrible mechanic. I'm really not good at it. Can I do it? Yeah, but I learned a long time ago that when it comes to the wrench throwing time, it's best that I walk away and go do something else for a while. I am proficient enough that, can I yank the motor out? Probably, maybe, but I don't really want to do it because I'm not a good mechanic. That's when, you get friends over. Pizza, drinks, even going to tractor trailers. The last tractor I had, small motor day cab, something that nobody else wanted. Got it for 10 grand, and no joke, it was, the money that I had set aside to buy it was put back in about 3 weeks after I started running that truck. That's just the way it was. Even now, I don't understand the guys that are going out and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a new truck. A truck just under 100 grand with a somewhat decent interest rate is $1,800 a month. And that payment, it keeps coming. If you're sick or problems with the truck, payment's still coming. Same thing with the cars. New cars, we all know that new cars, the sensors and the electronic nannies and all the other fun stuff that they have on them, it's not good for longevity. What's your dealership shop rate now? $150 an hour, $200 an hour, and most people are making 20, 25. That math doesn't math. On top of that is, you're gonna have that payment, and I would much rather enjoy my life than to be working just to pay for the car that I might have to live in. And I'm not doing that. So that's my personal thoughts and why I drive crap. I will talk to you later.